Hey, we got sound. Hey, we got sound. Okay, I don't like that there's double here, but let me fix that. Okay, I don't like that there's double. You may notice my microphone sounds a bit different. That's because I finally upgraded to I finally got a new microphone for once. Yeah, like I guess it is an upgrade. Basically, I got like an actual microphone this time, and not like a cheap one this time. But I do got some announcements I do want to make here. I think I'm going to finally announce what the relaunch of Player 9 gaming is going to be about here. So why don't I kind of like get into that since we're here. All right, well that requires me to go over to this page, but I can I capture my window? Yeah, there we go. All right. Looks like, yep, okay, so this is like the form here that I'm going to, where you can use to submit your videos. Basically, the idea here is that this is going to be like a channel dedicated to indie games where if you want to upload your own, like if you want to promote your own games, you come to this like forum here, this YouTube channel. And actually, I realize I should probably actually show the YouTube channel as well, but right now there isn't a whole lot to show, but let me switch back to hang on here. Okay. Wait, what am I doing? Wait, this is a channel. I forgot. I forgot what channel I was streaming on. But yeah. I okay. Why don't I just go back to yeah, so basically this is right here is the channel. You know, if you want your videos to appear on this channel, you just come to here right now. I haven't uploaded any videos with the like any of the new videos I want to upload. I do plan on uploading some next week, but basically basically this is where all the videos are going to be. So the idea here is that if you want to upload your game to the I think I've said that like several times already, but yeah, basically, if you want your game to appear on our channel for advertisement, you know, you just like submit a video across this forum about of your game. So here, this will be where the link to the game. So to start, this is like where you would put your link to the video here, and you know that's where I'll like look at it and go get it, you know, and then I'll download it and then you know review it and then submit it. And then here's like you know the game title. This is going like what's going to appear on the YouTube title, and this will appear. And the game description is like not only for describing the game, but that will also appear in the description of your channel as well. But uh, and you know this is where you put your developer name in here. Either you have a team or you know just your username, your email, so that way I can contact you on whether or not your video has been accepted or rejected. Here's like you know what type of video you want to use here. You know, trailer, gameplay, extended overview, tips and tricks, developer commentary, and others here. You know, this is what John you want to put down here. This is where we put where you rate like this is like the audience rating right here where you know, you say like what age group is most appropriate for your game right here. This right here is like you know the status of the game like in development is basically you know like games coming along but it's not close to being done. In development means like you know you're kind of in the late beta stage. Game ready release where you're technically done with the game. outside maybe making some patches for it, but you're getting a Steam page ready or whatever. You're getting ready to release it, and release means it's already been released. And this is a link to the store page. This is like the only one that's not required because your page may not be up at the time. And these are just two questions asking if you've been on this channel before, either this game or just your team in general. I also plan on making a company document. I haven't quite finished it yet, but I will probably finish it this week, pretty much. But anyway, so the one thing I do want to point out is just like there are ways to get like blocked or rejected. I kind of hinted at the rejection part earlier, but basically reasons for rejections can be, but not limited to, failure to provide the correct information in the forums. I mean, some of this might be forgivable, but like especially if it seems like it was an honest mistake. But like if it's stuff like you like it's like there's a lot of blood and gore in the game, and you wait for like everyone when it was supposed to be like 17 up, that's like going to definitely get you rejected there. Then there's like the game's gotta be safe for work. Even if the video itself is technically safe for work, if the game itself is not safe for work, then it can be rejected. Then there's like copyright violations where like you're just using characters from like that you just don't own pretty much. Like I don't know, like let's say you just put SpongeBob as like an enemy sprite. Obviously, you don't have the rights to do that. I would be really impressed if you somehow convinced Viacom to let you use SpongeBob, but anyway, and then like you actually have to own the rights to the game with a franchise. So unfortunately, that kind of means fan games. I'm afraid may not be shown here. And the game also cannot have just started development, where like it can't just be like a basic like one like run like test room of a character just running around jumping. Like there has to be at least something worth like showing, getting excited about. Now I'm going like as for like getting banned from submitting in general, it's going to be like I'm probably just going to do kind of like how YouTube does it, where there's a three strike system, but you could get it could be immediate depending on the like severity of the violation. Now, like if a lot of this stuff is by accident, you're probably not going to get banned by. There's a lot of stuff that's understandable that you might have made a mistake or whatever, and would just simply result in a rejection. But like, reasons for being banned or getting a strike can be, but not limited to, is like intentionally and successfully lying about the game's content getting improved. Like if I catch it before, like in the reviewing process, then it'll just be a rejection. But if you like actually like succeed it with like malicious intent or something like that, then like that can result in like a strike or even ban. Uh, then there's like and spamming game submissions, like where you just keep like your game gets rejected, but rather than like making any changes to make it appropriate or get it approved, you just keep spamming the same thing over and over and hope that it gets accepted. Yeah, that can get you in trouble. And then just repeated intentional violations where you just kind of prove to be kind of just untrustworthy, trying to manipulate and all that fun stuff. So that's basically just kind of the gist of all this, pretty much. Like I said, this isn't like a hard like reason, like it this is like again not limited to. Alright, and this is mainly what I want to show off with Player 9 Gaming. There are probably going to be other things, like obviously I'm doing these live streams right now. I've always been throwing around the idea of doing a podcast, and I might actually just do it on this channel now. There could be more stuff. I could see if any of my my other friend people I know in the game industries game industry, but basically I just know some other game developers. Maybe I could see if they might have any interesting things to throw in here. But yeah, why don't we just kind of get? But this is like the main thing I wanted to focus on tonight. But we do got some games to play, so why don't I go back to the Hang On here, and I'm going to get my game set up. As you can probably might have already tell, we're not doing Digimon World 2. That one, I just want to break from that one for the time being. Like, I don't know if I want to complete just that game yet, but I just know that game's going to be like hard to get through. So you know, kind of like one of those kind of wanted to quit while I was ahead. But let me see if I can get some. Go here. I think. Whoops. Right. Man, this microphone's a lot better. I'll say that much. My voice no longer sounds very scratchy. I guess yeah, I guess scratchy is kind of the best way to do it here. Sunsoft. Accessing memory card. Do not remove. No Blaster Master save data presented. You can kind of tell they're trying like hard to make this look cool. Alright, Blaster Master blasting again. So let's just hit start here. Wait, I hit start. Why did it not? Okay, new game.
When my father was alive, he told me a story about alien beings that invaded and inhabited the ground beneath the earth.
I don't know if they were aliens in the original game. I know they sort of were in the Japanese version. Apparently, the original Blaster Master has like two completely different stories. That oddly enough, both Blast Master Zero kind of adapted both of them, but the Zero trilogy as a whole.
Combat vehicle, Sophia the Third, was the brave one who defeated the Plutonian boss, but his bravery cost him, and my father succumbed to death. In combat, he fell into the enemy's trap. My mother died of an illness when I was 9, so my sister Elfie and I had to survive without relying on anyone but ourselves. We didn't know it then, but it was only a matter of time before another nightmare.
So yeah, they're the character you play as Roddy here, and your assistant is Elfie. Basically, if you played the Blast Master Zero games, they are, you know, you may have noticed they like to pretty much the Blast Master Zero trilogy likes to call back to a bunch of other stuff with the with from various Blaster Master materials. They even like adapted that Worlds of Power book that was like written for the original, which is kind of interesting. But because I think like that's like, you know, Worlds of Power is like a series of like dedicated to like a bunch of video games like Mega Man 2, Castlevania, Metal Gear Solid, and like generally like the Worlds of Power books are not canon with their respective games, but Blaster Master is like the only exception to this. And apparently even this apparently adapts elements from that book as well. Though I think it just kind of goes to naming a little bit here. It's like just a character kind of represents what they were in the novel, so they just, you know, use their name right here. But it looks like we're finally going to get into the game here. Okay, it looks like the game has auto-saving at the very least. Yeah, the music's going, so that's... Roddy, watch out, I'm picking up an enemy signal. There should be a gate leading on the ground through here. I'll help you with any information I can pick up. Remember, if the lamp on the bottom left hand corner of the screen flashes, open the communications by pressing the sub window button. Got it? It would be nice if you told me what the sub window button was, but okay. So X is jump. Okay, there's no D-pad controls, which is kind of weird considering that this is just tank controls. Okay, I guess we collected some special energy here. Okay, so that's our special energy by pressing the circle. And okay, that's how we sort of strafe in this game. The triggers. Okay, I don't think he's any threat to worry about here. I'll give this game. I heard like this game is generally good, but like it's not like the greatest game like ever made. Like it doesn't have much compared to its original NES game, which is considered a classic. But this is not really considered a classic that much. But I mean, it is. But I did hear like it's still a pretty decent game, all things considered. Just. Okay, so select is actually how we get out of our vehicle. Let's start do. Okay. Okay, I think I can just avoid this guy. This music is kind of cool, even if it's just kind of a remix of the original game. Oh, okay. Okay, you can hold it down. That's a lot better. Okay, is he going to respawn? I gotta destroy these things? Okay, you can destroy these things. That's actually kind of cool. Okay, got me. I don't know if that does anything. I was like hoping that might have had some homing properties on it. Okay, got him, I think. What's this yellow thing on the map? I'm just a little curious. Oh, those are waypoints. Well, not waypoints, but like how you access the other rooms. I think I'm not quite liking about this. I mean, I kind of like how the controls are actually kind of loose, but at the same time, they might be too loose, perhaps. And the camera does seem a bit... It's mainly an issue in jumping, I guess, but it's still kind of like a... Like, this is, like... Okay, is this going to go anywhere? I don't know, I'm like a little confused here, because like this seems kind of like... I know the Blaster Master games are kind of maze games, but like, I didn't think the game was going to like put the like put like a portal in the middle of the level. Okay, Ronnie, I just detected a high energy source. You see it on your map? That's where it is. Check it out. Okay, so I didn't know this was where I'm supposed to go, and like, kind of curious, but of course that means I have to go through another loading screen. Of course, all the enemies now respawn. Okay, that was kind of cool. Oh crap, I thought it was going to go above me for some reason. I think the problem is that they're just 2D objects here, so it kind of doesn't create the most convincing, like, it makes it difficult to judge the layer a little bit. At least enemies are dropping a lot of health, so at the very least it doesn't look like game's not going to be Wait, is there something hidden behind here? Okay. Nothing, but okay, we can destroy rocks at the very least. I think it just would have been kind of cool if you could actually like control your elevation here. And as far as I'm aware, there isn't a way to do so, so... Okay, something tells me I shouldn't be sticking around here. There's another cave here. Come on. So I'm kind of getting my butt handed to me there. And there's like so many enemies already, it's kind of crazy. Getting a little worried because like I'm like, am I supposed to be going this way? I was thinking for a second there was going to be some drowning in this game, but like, I mean, it's a tank. Why would it be drowning? I mean, it would be like the worst tank in the world if we could drown in it. If it could still drown somehow. I think this is actually a legit dead end here. It is a rock. Get out of this room before the enemy's getting ideas. I think we had the right idea earlier with before we were going initially here. I just saw like a notification that said climb. Wait, was I in this room before? Just go back. I don't think we were in this room earlier, but... I think it would have been kind of cool if this missile at least has some homing properties on them. Especially since the aiming does seem a little loose. I don't think it's actually connecting with him. You can go right through him. I'm out of missiles. I guess that's not surprising since I was just spamming them, but I thought I had more than I did, but okay, let's just go back into the portal now, maybe. What if, like, what we kind of have is like the central hub here or something? I wonder if Alfie's gonna, like, chat again. Whoa, we got a big guy here. Okay, that's how you do it. Oh, that's a boss from that's the final boss from the first game. Is he over here? This radar is pretty helpful. Oh, this is actually kind of cool, actually, this game. It's like, what was making all that banging noise? I'm like, oh wait, that's me. Okay, we do got a map feature. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. And I think I am heading the right way. I don't know why I did that. There's no enemies here. Okay, it seems like the place trapped. They place traps to keep from intruders. Got him, but took a lot of my health there. Okay, there we go. I can just swing over there. Looks like we just disabled something. Anyway, okay, is this where I'm supposed to be going? Let's see. Okay, that was not good enemy placement right there. Really wish you guys would just drop me some health because I could use some a little bit here. I'm just curious about something here. Yeah, I think this yellow dot's just meant to represent where I've been. It looks like we got this something right here. Can't move there for some reason. I think the missiles just kind of locked, getting hit just kind of locked me in place a little bit there. Oops, I didn't want to get out. Looks like we can't really go much further. It's like concentration mode right now. Yeah, I got him. Okay, that did restore my life. That's good. So I just need to keep going this way until... Alright, so we're making progress here. Okay, so we're in the room where we should be. Before you can go any further, you need to deactivate the barrier somehow. I'm detecting the initial link to a system barrier. It'd be possible to deactivate the barrier in the area I've indicated. Okay. Oh, almost. Okay, so that does restore my life a little bit. Okay, I kind of figured that part out a little bit, but... Okay, I think we're back. Yeah, I think we're back. Oh, there's the last one. So now we just gotta do is get back there, and the game's actually not too hard so far, actually. was a little worried this game might be like unexpectedly difficult. But the original game was hard, I suppose, but like, but yeah. Yeah, it's 22 degrees out right now, or Fahrenheit. Oh, yeah, it's Fahrenheit height for me. Come on, okay. How do I get out of here? This isn't even one I technically skipped, I think. Kind of like the little jump to the side amp. Oh, I think I left the room I was supposed to be in. Alright, let's go back. Sure, pretty strong, all things considered. Like I think I have like 20 hit points or something. During this search, something you need to get off of Sophia. Therefore, I equipped the transferability of these items, Roddy. If you call me while you're off Sophia, I can transfer you back to Sophia. Okay. Right. Oh. Right. Let's get in here. So now we're gonna have our first on foot section here. Right, I'm detecting another energy source. I've indicated the spot. Okay, this is how you rotate the camera. Oh, they're respawning. We don't need to fight them, I guess. Yeah, aim is actually kind of nice here. Don't tell me it's like the original where you lose it every time you get hit. Since we're here, okay, I don't know if you saw that, but I clicked the wrong thing. Okay, one of those wipe all the enemies out in. At least they make weapon upgrades a lot more common. Whoa! So I think something's trying to shoot me here. What's this? Oh, is it going to be like the first part where we basically have to destroy all these things? Yeah, we have like to deal with electric barriers and stuff. Yeah, that's nice to see. It seems hard to avoid damage with these enemies. I got hit enough that I de-leveled. It seems like the enemies are not that, like, dangerous. Like, I mean, like, they're tough, but, like... Well, not tough, but, like... But, like... They don't, like, do... Like, you can take so much damage, like... Like, it seems like it's just kind of like there isn't really much strategy outside of just shoot them until they die, you know, kind of. At least I got out pretty easily there. Okay, it looks like it's boss time. I'm still detecting signatures from the deactivated unit. Check the vicinity once more, would you? Alright, I think I'm going to just this down for the night. Alright, I'll see you guys next stream.